Greetings, gamers! I've been working on a new game called Incoming. Incoming is a 3D VR missile defense game. Protect your cities with a wide assortment of defenses against waves of warheads, bombers, zeppelins, and epic bosses. Wishlist today on Steam. Link is in the description. Greetings, Starfarers, and welcome to another episode of Starfield. I am Cobalt Thorium, and in this episode, we're going to be doing some new missions here. Let's see, it looks like we're going to do Twice Reformed. I met a strange man in a refugee camp in Dazra. He wants me to speak with him at his shack outside the city. So that's where we're gonna go. I believe that this guy was one of the zealots, one of the Varun heretics or whatever, and he decided to stop being such a bad guy. So now he's a good guy. He probably knows where the heretics are coming from or something like that. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out when we talk to him, right? Ooh, a little bit of a frame rate drop there. Not sure what happened. So he's got a shack outside the city, huh? Alright. Well, yeah, this is probably the fastest way. I mean, the fastest way would be if we just teleported. This is where we saw those ghost footprints, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. A lot of this game just looks the same. I shouldn't say a lot of this game looks the same. A lot of this particular planet looks the same. It becomes tricky to navigate by. We should really spend more time up there and really investigate it. Might be worth doing. Before I forget. Oh, look at that. What's that? You know what? Let's hit up some of these locations along the way. At least just check them out. So there are these watchtowers. These are usually full of Varun heretics. Guard report. Once again, I am requesting reassignment from guard post duty immediately. So far, my previous requests have been denied, but I can no longer wait for a response. My duty to Varun remains absolute, but my duty to my family must come first. I still believe my husband could be out there after the cataclysm. He and my daughter had talked about visiting my cousin over at Abbas Seaweed Farm the same day the city was destroyed. Whether they are alive or have perished, I must know. I suppose I should have done that in a more female voice, but I didn't know until halfway down the page that it was in fact a chick talking. Just looking around over here. Alright, let's follow the path. Looks like this path is the... maybe also not in the correct direction. No, okay, we're heading back towards it. Some windy path.
Alright, whatever. Hi. You don't mind us.
You are not allowed in this area.
Really?
This area is off limits. You need to leave.
Okay.
You are not allowed in this area.
This floating med pack you got there. I probably should keep that out. Nothing else, it gives us a good way to zoom in on things quickly. I feel like we definitely didn't take the correct path to get here. Much more overland, off-road. Who are you? Why are you coming up as a bad guy? I may shoot you once I know who you are. Maroon Zealot. What the? Pretty sure that those headshots should have actually worked. Who are you?
Our sins must have been considerable for the great serpent.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
So they blow up this convoy? Is that what I'm supposed to take from this? Where are all these? Oh, Croat milk. This is quite
It is amazing the government has allowed this to stand. I suppose they have more pressing matters.
This is quite a rough home you got here, buddy. Jeez, I feel
You
bad
have
for him.
come. Please, sit with me, so that we may continue our prior conversation.
I'll stand.
Or, okay. Or what prior conversation? We barely talked. And you wouldn't tell me anything about yourself. Really live like this? Oh, that's sad. That's kind of a judgy. I mean, he might not be able to help it. I do have a questions first policy, so. Alright.
Sure. Not much of a home, but I have no alternatives at the moment.
I'm gonna just say okay. I'm not gonna be all a jerk about it.
Thank you.
I
I
honestly
am
don't
not
remember
very
that much.
accustomed to having discussions. At least not yet. I used to simply give demands, orders, ultimatums. And old habits die hard. Tell me, does the name Kozlov mean anything to you?
I've never heard that name before. Or I could lie and say, yes, I know of them.
Many people who heard that name do not live long enough to hear it again. Kozlov is what those in Dazra would refer to as a zealot. A brutal, sadistic one at that. His love violence has eclipsed any supposed dedication to the Serpent's crusade. He kills simply because he enjoys it. And I was his right-hand man. 3 months ago, I gave up that life, swearing to never go back.
A zealot does not give up that life. That is not how it works.
I am living proof that it is possible.
Okay. Go on. Or 3 months isn't long enough for a zealot to change. Or, I knew something was wrong with you. I'm leaving. Or, am I supposed to believe that you're somehow reformed? Or why are you telling me this? I want to say go on. 3 months isn't necessarily long enough for a zealot to change, because, I mean, he could have been thinking about it for 3 years and then finally pulled the trigger on it 3 months ago, right? You don't know how long he was sort of ruminating on it before deciding to leave. I knew something was wrong with you. I'm leaving. I'm not going to do that.
What are you doing? Really?
I'm going to go with questions first. Why are you telling me this? And then I'm going to go, am I supposed to believe? And then I think I'm going to go with go on. Assuming that nothing has changed in these options. Why are you telling me this?
You deserve to know who you are speaking to. And it is no secret. The people of Dazra refuse to speak to me due to my past. And who can blame them? As painful as it is. I do understand them. But I hope to one day earn their trust.
I'm supposed to believe that you're somehow reformed?
No, that's not how I would ask that, but we're asking that.
I understand your suspicion. I am probably the only one of my kind. Reformed zealots simply do not exist. And yet, here I am.
All right. I'm going to say go on.
I was not expecting such a muted response. I do not know if that makes me feel good or bad. My new life, as short as it has been, has not been easy. All I want is a new start. To forget who I was, what I have done. When you become haunted by the ghosts of countless dead, people who have died violently by your hand, you begin to worry about what awaits you on the other side.
Okay. We can't change the past. It's time to move on, guilt or no guilt. I should end you right now. Well, I've killed a lot of people and I feel fine. What exactly did you do? Questions first.
I have ended so many innocent lives. Many times in ways I refuse to speak of. And every time, Kozlov was there. Laughing. Cheering. I realize now that it was not the Great Serpent I sought approval from, but of him. To think I have done such horrible things to be accepted by a wicked man like him. It sickens me, and yet, for reasons I do not understand, I viewed him as my brother for most of my life. Sometimes I still think of him in that way.
I like this. Well, I've killed a lot of people. I feel fine. Oh. I don't know if that's the right answer, though. I think the best one is probably, we can't change the past, it's time to move on, guilt or no guilt.
It is not as simple as that. The people of Dazra do not trust me. I am exile, doomed to spend the rest of my life in this shack, waiting for Kozlov to eventually come for me. There is only one way to truly move on.
Take out Kozlov.
Kozlov and his zealots have taken refuge on Verun Kai. They will come for me in time when I least suspect it, and I will not stand a chance against them
You gotta
alone.
get the drop on him. Gotta get
Which
the
is
drop on him.
why you and I will strike first
Yes.
and wipe them out. Together, we may stand a chance. With Kozlov and his zealots made dust by our hands, the people of Dazra will see that I truly am reformed, and I can finally begin my life anew.
That's pretty optimistic. I mean, one act of what's effectively revenge, but for the good guys, does that erase a whole life of sin and pain and destruction that you've caused? It's hard to say. So I could say, I'll do it, or no way. I'm not going into the lion's den with you. But what's in it for me? Or do you think that will clean your conscience? The streaks of selfishness and desperation. Yeah, I kind of think that that's true.
Of course, I am desperate. And I am selfish. Is it so wrong to be? Am I supposed to just wither and die as a hermit in this sloughing shack? Maybe that is all I deserve. But that is not what I want. I refuse to go back to what I was. And I will do whatever it takes, if it means I can start living again.
I don't really want to ask what's in it for me. I'm not gonna. I do have a questions first policy, but in this case, he's probably just gonna give us money, which I don't give a shit about. So I'll do it.
Good! Yes! You are doing a good thing. We both are. Now, meet me at this location as soon as you are able. Be prepared for a fight.
All right. Why do the people of Dazra let you linger around the refugee camp if they've rejected you? Has your belief in the Great Serpent changed at all after leaving the Zealots? Yeah, let's ask that first.
My belief in the Great Serpent has not changed. But my commitment to the Serpent's crusade is no more. I have meditated on this for quite some time. But I believe that the Great Serpent afflicted me with guilt as punishment for straying from the Serpent's crusade. I was following Kozlov, not him. But from that guilt came a reckoning for my past actions. And I have lost the will to continue the crusade. I suppose now I am an accursed myself.
Let's ask, why did the people of Dazra let you linger around the refugee camp if they've rejected you?
Politics, fear, even hope. It is a complicated subject. In case you are unaware, the people you know as Zealots were once House Malin, one of the noble houses in Dazra. Opinions of Zealots vary in Dazra. Most are distrusting and fearful, but others are sympathetic. And I am sure some even hope that one day House Malin will return to Dazra. To some, violently removing a zealot could be seen as raising a hand against a noble house. As I said, it is a complicated subject. Much easier to just ignore me and hope the problem goes away. I am growing impatient.
You just finished talking. Are you sure that this will make the people of Dazra accept you?
Of course not. I am not sure of anything. But I have no other options. Once I do this, there is no going back. This will be seen by zealots as an act of blatant heresy. There will be no chance of reconciliation, and I will become a dead man walking to them. If that does not convince the people of Dasra of my conviction, my earnestness in leaving that life behind, then nothing will.
All right, let's ask some questions about Kozlov.
All right.
Let's see. Why did he let you leave?
He never did. When I approached him about my newfound crisis of conscience, he kept me under constant surveillance. One night, when the others were asleep, I fought my guards and barely escaped.
Do you really think Kozlov will hunt you down if we don't strike first?
Undoubtedly. Kozlov is prideful, and leaving the crew is the greatest dishonor anyone has ever dared to commit against him. He killed many of our crew for much lower offenses. As much as his zealots respect him, they also fear him. But what would they have to fear if it was acceptable to leave him? It is only a matter of time until Kozlov comes and makes an example out of me.
What makes Kozlov different from the other zealots?
There is a small but important distinction between Kozlov and other zealots. A zealot, brutal as he may be, kills in the name of the Serpent's crusade. They kill those they deem not worthy of the Great Serpent. Kozlov, despite his bluster and phony piety, kills in the name of killing. He simply enjoys it. And a zealot with a bloodlust is a very dangerous thing.
What should I be expecting in, excuse me, in Kozlov's hideout?
Many zealots, all willing to die in order to protect Kozlov. We must both be prepared for a great amount of bloodshed. And, obviously, there will be Kozlov himself. He will keep his most powerful warriors close to him. This will not be an easy fight.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Let's talk about something else. And then I think that we're pretty much done. There's no exit here except for the just leaving.
On your way, then.
All right. Well, do we have time for this? I hope we do. Where is this place? It's way over there. Man, I don't even remember all the places we've been in here. Like, should we visit some of these other places while we're here? Because that's far away. Remove. And there's this. The heck is this? You know what? I think we'll try to do this quest in the next mission. Wait, we've been here before. Wait, what? Yeah, I want to explore some of these other places. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll continue with his quest in a bit. See if there's any notes or anything around here before we go. Anything we can pick up to learn more about this guy who we've allied ourselves with. Only hearing one half of the story. Like, we don't know if this guy is actually sincere or if he's... Well, he is living in a shack. Suppose you wouldn't normally subject yourself to something like that unless you had some sincerity. Cred stick. Like, if he's got the option to live with in opulence, raiding people and murdering, and instead he chooses to live in a shack, I assume that that means that he's rejected his old ways. But it could just be a trap. There's also the possibility that this is some kind of power play, and that he is actually trying to take over this guy's crew.
Come then.
Hey.
Now you'll another victory. Well earned.
Stay back. Oh, there's a bunch of these guys over here.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
This is not what I was expecting over here. It's a pretty intense sounding gun.
Take your best shot. Gonna take more than that. The best you can do. Give up already.
Ow. Where are the shots coming from?
Are you prepared to die? And hit! Good one! Gonna take more than that! Curse you!
Ow. doing so well here. This person certainly fires a lot of bullets. They definitely have a higher rate of fire than I do. This thing was more accurate. It'd be nice to have a little bit of a scope on it too. See that last shot there? I don't even think that should have been a hit. I think that I should have missed to the up and right, but I did not. Just because it's terribly inaccurate. I'm kind of curious what some of these guys' weapons are, because they seem pretty spicy.
So much needless destruction.
Hill County Power Relay. Okay, so one of those, I think the one that shot like a lot of bullets was probably that Star, whatever it's called, Star, some one I was just looking at. This thing. Nope. So that's just a mag shear. Mag storm. We've got some contraband here. Starstorm, that's what I was looking for. Shattering experimental, what? Pain blade. Shattering. Breakthrough, the strongest armor, chilling, anti-personnel. That's pretty good. I'm probably going to grab that. These Starstorms, they just don't have enough damage output. Got their weird sculpture there. Tales of Space and Time. Okay, I checked these guys already. And I already checked that. So I think that's all the upper sections searched. Check these lower sections. I mean, it seems like so far there's really there's nothing special here. What is this? Modified quick strike. Okay, I think we've got one of those already. They have their credits. Ooh, they have sniper ammo. Definitely need that. Chameleon calibrate deep seeker. Blend in with the environment while sneaking, not moving. That would be pretty useful. I mean, I used that a lot. I don't think we're going to take that. I guess that's it for this Hill County Power Relay. Let's see what it looks like on the map. Where are we exactly? Okay, we're here. What is this? Alright, I think we'll head over to this unknown, and then maybe we'll even head down here. How big is this map? Okay. It's not that big. I would think that this is a point of interest too. Nothing's popping up there. Alright, let's move this over here. And we'll proceed on to the next area. Okay, it's this way. Oh, what was that? Let's just make sure. Okay, spacers. Kind of unexpected. Yeah, why not? What the?
Here they are.
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
This backpack's going nuts. Man's tombstone. Oh, what is this? Okay, this is what we're looking at. Once we get a little closer, maybe we'll get a little sneaky breaky. Where's my sniper rifle? I want to peek at him. Where the hell? There it is. Okay. There's a guy there. Doesn't say whether he's good or bad. Is there anything else near here? Well, there's that. Whatever that is. Nope, nope. Spacers, huh? Tomb of the Fang.
You should be the one dying.
Come on, jump up. Jeez.
Careful. Oh! Show yourself, bastard! You're done!
Ow. Damn it.
Dead!
Can't hit anything.
You're already dead! Ah! Oh! I can take it. The assistant now!
Found me a target.
way worse at shooting stuff in this game. Oh my goodness, that was a disaster. It was going all right, like it was being all sneaky, and then like it just all fell apart. I'm getting way worse at this game. I suppose that's what happens when you don't play it for a really long time. Alright. So we took out this guy sneakily. And that was the guy that was sort of overlooking it that we saw from before. Excuse me. So we got this Tomb of the Fang. Why would somebody bury a Fang? I have no idea. Or maybe the Fang is a person. Like a title. Just topping everything off here. I think everything's topped. Okay. That was a disaster, though. Getting way worse than this. Let's just look over here. Interesting. So we don't like this. Is that that? I don't think so. There's a big tower. So that's that. So I guess this doesn't even come up on the map, even though I see ghosty boys there. Alright, let's go back to the Tomb of the Fang. The Tomb of the Edgelord, more like. Just like...
Spacers will inhabit almost anywhere, even if no one else would consider it worth it.
Well, then why do we hurt them? They're just like base homeless people. Well, homeless people, you can never tell if they're just gonna like shank you or whatever, right? So maybe I've answered my own question. You never know if they're just down their luck or if they're crazy. Alright, I think that's everything for that. I don't think I'm going to go into too much detail here.
Found me a target!
The best you can do.
Like this!
I heard him. So, came around the corner, was just like, boom. It's interesting
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but if there is something worth taking...
It was interesting that he sort of went after Andrea, not me, even though I'm the one who came around the corner
There
right
are
there.
worse things to deal with than spacers, but we should not let our guard down.
Interesting that there's an interior here. Well, there might be a bit of a fight here. I think it might be worth wrapping up the episode. Just in case there's a nice big battle here. So, anyway, thank you very much for joining me. There's a lot of corpses here. What is going on? They're all spacer corpses. It almost seems like...
Vindicator, it's you! The heirlooms! Stolen! I need help, please!
Okay, maybe I won't wrap up the episode just now. What's up?
Can you help me?
Sure?
I'm injured. Please. Do you have a med pack?
No. Sorry, I can't help you. What heirlooms were stolen?
Medicine first. Then I will tell you.
Jerk. Fine.
Thank you. There. Oh, that's better. I was deep in meditation, so I didn't hear the spacers approach. I did what I could to protect this hallowed ground, but there were too many.
You're the one who
Not
killed
only
all
did the
those?
thieves
Jeez.
violate this sacred tomb, but they took the heirlooms of my ancestor. Some of them stayed behind to ambush me. I could hear them. Serpent curse them for all time.
Have the spacers attacked before. Who are you? Oh, yeah, let's ask that first.
I am Malia Hajtal, daughter of Faroud and descendant of Makara Hajtal, who was called the Fang. I live in the city, but I spend much of my time here. The silence appeals to me.
Have the spacers attacked before?
Only recently. They appeared not long after the catastrophe. From where, I can't say. Looters and murderers, all of them. No matter how many we kill, there are always more.
There's no shame in fighting to protect something that matters, or this place seems very important to you. I mean, these are pretty much just saying the exact same thing. So I'm going to say there's no shame in fighting to protect something that matters.
There is shame in failing to uphold a sacred duty. This is the tomb of my ancestor, Makara the Fang. She was a mighty warrior and had the great honor to command the Starship Morning. When the catastrophe struck, I came here to protect this place. Those accursed spacers snuck in and tried to kill me. The cowards. No doubt they're already on their way back to their lair with my family's precious heirlooms. Now I must bear the shame of allowing her legacy to be forever tarnished.
Unless you defeat them. You honor your ancestor with your courage. I don't see how a dusty old tomb is worth risking your life over. Why don't you think you're being a little hard on yourself? Or is there somewhere safe you can go? Questions first. Let's ask about being too hard on yourself.
You do not understand. I accepted a sacred duty, and I failed to uphold it. What's done is done. Circumstances do not matter.
Is there someplace safe you can go?
Yes, my family has a house in the city. Once I've regained my strength, I must go there and tell my father what happened. He will not be pleased.
I'm going to say you honor your ancestor with your courage, because I do think that sentimental things are often worth fighting for, even if it's not like material wealth. Sometimes immaterial things are more important. You honor your ancestor with your courage.
Any honor I might claim is eclipsed tenfold by my failure to protect my family's heirlooms.
Well, you're gonna have
There
to
is honor in respecting the legacy of our ancestors, and you did your best. These are difficult times.
And perhaps it's time you showed the proper respect for our values and our traditions.
Me?
Do you truly have such disdain for our way of life?
My travels have provided me with the benefit of different perspectives. When one's eyes have been opened to new ways of seeing things, it is hard to close them again.
Why would the spacers want your family heirlooms? I'll make sure those spacers suffer for what they've done. Or I can help you, but it won't be cheap. I'm not going to say that. Or let me take care of this. You need to rest. Ugh. All right. Questions first. Why would the spacers want your family heirlooms? I assume that they're going to ransom them back.
Who knows? Maybe they think they can sell them. Maybe they thought they looked interesting. I won't pretend to understand how those savages think.
All right. I'm going to be like, I'll make sure those spacers suffer.
They deserve no less, but vengeance is the lesser concern. Confront the spacers if you wish, but if you find the stolen heirlooms, let me know. I'll make sure that you're rewarded for their safe return. There are 3 heirlooms in all. One is a weapon, and the others are a boost pack and a matching spacesuit. The spacers have a base not far from here. Their stolen goods are stored there under heavy guard. It's a large facility, so you'll probably need to do some searching.
All right. Good thing I've got Andrea here to protect me. Or just make sure you pay up when I bring your heirlooms back. Or those spacers won't know what hit them. Or I'll have those heirlooms back in no time. Or stealth. I'll get in and out before the spacers even realize I was there. I'm going to go with that answer. Even though I do plan to shoot them all. So I'm not going to be all that stealthy. Yeah, I'll be stealthy trying to get in, but I'm going to... yeah, they'll know I'm there.
You're that good. Well, avoiding the spacers should improve your chances considerably. I'll stay a while and pray while my wounds heal. Afterward, I'll go to my family's home in the city. Meet me there if you recover the heirlooms.
All right. Now, let's just quickly check this place. And then I suppose we'll wrap up. I thought that there was going to be a big fight, but... what is this? It's got something around its neck. I thought there was going to be a big fight, but instead we got a quest out of it, which is always good. I like quests. It seems like one of the things that this game lacks is there seems to be a lot of like almost self-made or procedural quests. So it's nice to have an actual like story quest. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have, please like, comment, share, subscribe. New episodes every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and I hope to get you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Keep your eyes open. Spacers can come at you from anywhere.